Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? It's a beautiful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching this program. Right now, we know we are global. We know people are watching from all over the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you for joining the call. Well, today I have a very important guest. He's a great man. He's a visionary. He's somebody I would want you all to please take your time, grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, and whatever you feel comfortable snacking on while you listen to him. So, before I bring him on, I want to welcome you all to another beautiful episode of the Morale Booster with Dr. John Ughulu. The Morale Booster is a platform for entrepreneurs, career professionals, leaders, and the general public to give back to the society through coaching and mentoring. I always believe that experience is the best teacher. Now, this program is currently being sponsored by Main Seed Consulting Group. And for bookings, adverts, or sponsorship inquiries, please reach out to us. You can find our contact details currently being displayed on the screen. So if there's anybody out there who can hear me, please type I can hear you in the comment section. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you in the comment section. I just want to be sure that I am not speaking to myself. But however, in this business, we are used to speaking to ourselves. So anyway, um, before I introduce our guest for today, I want you to know that you can hear me now. You can see me. Those of you watching via Facebook or YouTube, you can see me. You can hear me. Those of you listening via podcast, you can hear me because you have the gift of life. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce the person who I have with me today. His name is Ify Mccoy, and Ify is a trainer and a motivational speaker whose specialty is helping individuals find their purpose. Ify is Les Brown certified. He's a certified speaker. He was trained and coached and mentored in the area of communication by one of the world's greatest motivational speaker, Mr. Les Brown. And he is the founder of Mentor Africa Development Initiative, an organization designed to bridge the gap between socially disadvantaged children in Africa and the fast growing world. Ify is also the founder of multiple establishments and investments. One of those is One Purpose Academy. It is an organization equipped with a vision to help young and old discover their purpose in life. He's also the founder of Ify Mccoy Foundation, and he is the founder of one program that I believe a lot of you would have already seen one way or the other, Unscripted Voices. He's also the founder of Unscripted Voices, Kids and Teens. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want you all to please join me as I bring on stage this great gentleman, this eloquent gentleman, this wonderful gentleman whose mission on earth is to help people find their purpose. Ify Mccoy, welcome on stage, my brother.
Bro, let me just clean my with all these hypes.
Oh
With all this
yes,
hype, let me just clean up.
that's what we're talking about, man. Welcome,
How you
welcome.
doing, bro?
I am blessed and highly favored, and you?
I'm so excited to be on your show. It's been long time coming. So I
Yes.
am really, really super excited to share my thought and my presence with your audience. So I am really so blessed to for you to have me here today. I almost say having you. I forgot it's your show.
It's allowed, my brother. It's allowed.
Mhm.
So thank you so much, Ify. So what I'm doing right now is I am actually tagging you your Facebook page so that your friends, your family members, your followers
Mhm.
can actually also watch this live broadcast. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear us, please type I can hear you. Oh, yes, I see people. Thank you so much, everybody. Please do us this favor. Please like and share this broadcast because what we will discuss here today might be so relevant to somebody, even if it doesn't resonate with you.
Mhm.
Like and share it, because there's somebody on your contact list who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. So let's go to our first question for today, Ify, my brother.
As
So
long as it's not scripted, I'm okay.
it is. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I want you to tell us about your. First, let's start with your non-profit. I see you have a non-profit.
Right.
Can you tell us more about it? What prompted you? What gave you the vision, the zeal to set up the non-profit organization?
Yeah. So the nonprofit is the Mental Africa Development Initiative, which we started in Nigeria, back home in Nigeria. And the whole idea, as you read, is to bridge the gap between the socially disadvantaged children who are still interested in education to help them out. So
Right,
while I was going through that, and something came to my mind that it doesn't matter how poor you are when you are born or how rich you are when you're born, we
right,
all face the same challenges. All
right,
right. We just want to get by with life. We want to get something to eat. We want to go to school. We want to get married sometime for those who want to. We want to have kids. But
right,
we all have the same challenges in life, even though we are not presented with the same opportunities. So, what do we do with these children who don't have such social amenities to compete with a fast growing world and fast growing economy? So we try to help them, equip them, motivate them, inspire them through capacity building programs and training, and also provide some social essential materials as much as we can. It's just literally to bridge the gap that has, kept them down from when they are born, from the environment to the limiting belief. Is all encompassing movement to make sure that even though your background is poor, your front ground can be bright. Basically, we are not allowing them to be influenced from where they are coming from. The most important is where they are going. So
right.
understanding that fact is the whole dream and the whole vision that we have towards establishing the Mental Africa Development Initiative. The primary objective is your background should not determine your front ground. And that
Wow.
was the vision we have for the program.
Wow, 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 wow. That's a beautiful vision you have. That's a great job you're doing. Helping people understand that they were created to be more and to do
Mhm.
more. Yes, I love that. So please keep doing what you do, because we are from our motherland is Nigeria, but
Right.
we're based here, right? And the truth is that what we have learned over here is needed back home. And you have taken a step further to empower people. They say we rise by lifting others, and that's what you're doing. So I want to thank you on behalf of Nigerians, on behalf of people who would benefit from your program. We say thank you for all you do. Keep doing what you do. You are an abode of greatness. Keep shining your light.
Right.
Thank
Well,
you.
I appreciate that, bro. Matter of fact, I think the experience we have in Africa coming into the United States is a huge advantage.
Oh,
It's a
yes.
huge advantage when we come in a society like this. And I see people, grumbling and complaining on how they want to leave the state. Sometimes I ask, bro, where are you going?
Right.
Where you want to go?
Maybe
And I
you
have
need to
so
go to
much respect
Nigeria.
from people. I listen to Eric Thomas a lot.
Right.
When he comes out, he motivated, he's fired, and he talks about how he used to eat from a trash can. I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
good, wow. I said, bro, you still have a trash can that has food in it.
Oh, yeah. I
Where
mean,
we are
right.
coming from, sometimes there is not the trash cans are empty. And
Empty.
I listen to Big, some of the song by Big. He talks about how he was so broke that they used to eat sardine every night.
Right.
Bro, when I was growing up, if you can eat sardine, you
That's
big.
luxury.
That's a lot of money. So coming from that environment, coming from that background, it gives some of us a huge advantage. When we see opportunities like this, we grab on it. So it's a win-win situation for some of us.
I completely understand what you think or what you just said, and the fire
Right.
that ignites inside of us when we get to the West, when we get to countries like the United States. The
Right.
fire is a type of fire that a lot of people hardly comprehend. What do you think? You know that, right?
Yeah, they can't understand it. You see, your story
Mm,
is being inspired and fueled and motivated because of where you're coming from.
right.
See, when you remember where you're coming from, you know when you see opportunities around you, you be like,
Oh,
bro, if
keep
I
it.
fail, it's on me. And I
Oh,
keep saying this all the time. There are no excuses.
none.
Nobody's coming for your rescue.
No.
Nobody's coming to help you. And that's why I have problem when people come on social media and post a lot of problems and tribulations. Listen, nobody cares about you that much.
You're just entertaining people that way.
And 50% don't care about you. The
Right.
remaining 50% actually wish it is you.
Right.
So you got to understand that if you must make progress, it's all on you. So
Right.
coming in here is a huge motivation. I keep being grateful and I keep being thankful to God who gave us the opportunities. I'm not the one that will come and say, "Oh, it means nothing." It means a whole lot for me personally. It
Right.
does because I know where I'm coming from. I know where I've been through, and I know what I've been through. So having the opportunity to express my vision and ideas is a huge blessing.
Right. Right. That's awesome. I love that. And like I said, you know, some people don't recognize the opportunities.
Mhm.
They need people like you to help them see the opportunities, right?
Right.
And you have gone further to create a program called Unscripted Voices. Can you please tell us what Unscripted Voices is and how Unscripted Voices can help people who have not seen the opportunities, how it can help them see the opportunity, how it can help them find their purpose?
Now let's start from how the whole program was created. And it didn't just start now. The idea has been there very long time ago, even before I came into the States. And
Okay.
that made me to remember what one of my mentors said. Um, Dr. Miles Moreau, to his blessed memory, he said,
Yeah.
when idea keeps coming back consistently and repeatedly, it means that it's coming from God. And I
Right.
can ascertain with that. I can actually resonate with that statement because the idea has been consistent. It didn't come as unscripted voices. It didn't come like somebody gonna do on social media, but it came like a group of people just coming to have an impromptu speech. But I
Right.
never acted on it until I get involved with Les Brown and John, and the idea became so evident.
Right.
And that is where I became even very thankful for the pandemic. I know a lot of people lost loved ones and lost jobs, but for me, it was an epiphany. That revelation came into me to start off the program because I myself I lost my regular 9 to 5 job. So that's where I got the inspiration. I believe that when the world is in crisis, the universe start looking for solutions. So if you have any kind of solution to provide, listen, the world will come to you. And that's how we started Unscripted Voices, which is a platform for you to just come and express yourself. Everything in your subconscious is what we are looking for. When you come on the show, just a 5 minutes presentation, you don't know what your title is, you don't know what your topic is, but you just go out of top of your head. And the idea is to make sure that you are comfortable,
Right.
especially when it comes to public speaking. And
Right.
we cannot deny the fact that the research has shown that number one fear in people today is public speaking.
Right.
And then snake. It's so unbelievable. And this is one thing, brother. You know what they said, that one discipline in one area of your life is discipline in all areas of your life.
Right.
It means that one fear in one area of your life is fears in all areas of your life. So what we do as in Unscripted Voice as an individual, I'm not going to be able to help you to conquer fears in all areas. It
Right.
could be conquer fears of flying. It could be conquering, fears of going for that medical checkup. It could be so many fears. But because it's one discipline that cuts across all your life, when you come into Unscripted Voices and we help you to overcome and conquer the fear of public speaking, It's a matter of time. That same discipline, that same attitude, that same character, that same energy you use in conquering the public speaking fear, you would also find yourself conquering every and each aspect of fears facing you. So that's why we keep encouraging people. It's not just for those who want to indulge in public speaking. It's for every single individuals.
Right.
One piece of creation that we underutilize or we utilize improperly is our mouth. We
Right.
can see all things, we can hear all things, but when it comes to speaking, we're
It's a
scared.
different process. Yeah.
It's a different process. So and it's a natural instinct. It should be
Right.
natural. Like we're having this conversation right now. This is very natural. You should
Yes.
be very comfortable at it. And
Yes.
why Unscripted Voices becomes very dynamic is you don't know what to. Someone said that when opportunity comes, you do not have time for preparation.
Right.
They want to get you ready all the time. Want to make sure you are instant. And that's why our slogan says, we don't get ready, we stay ready. So
Yeah.
if you are not yet in the group, I want to encourage you to join the Unscripted Voices group. We have a lot of programs that are coming up soon, new programs coming up. So I think it's a place every individual should be right now, brother.
Right. 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 And for those of you who are listening to this program, please remember to like and share this broadcast, because this man who you are just hearing from right now is a visionary. This man has great dreams. He has a wonderful vision that would help people discover opportunities that are around them. Look, the fire that he has inside of him, he needs everybody who has not discovered their purpose to be on his train, to be on his side. And I encourage you who's listening to me, look out for him, join them, follow them, because a lot of people now, if this is what I always hear from people, and I want you to, clarify the audience. A lot of people think it is not possible to make public speaking a full-time work. Can you speak to that? Do you agree with that?
Here is the thing. First of all, you do not choose to be a public speaker.
Right.
Public speaking chose you.
Right.
So if you are the one choosing it, you might have a problem.
Right.
It has to be your vision. It has to be your calling. It has to be your purpose. It has to be your passion. Now, here's the thing. The passion you have for anything in life is for you. The purpose for that thing is for others. So passion, or the result of passion, produces purpose for others. So you want to understand that, why do I want to indulge in the area of public speaking?
Right.
What is the purpose behind it? Is it just for economic benefit? Is it just for clout? Am I doing it because I feel that it's the easiest work to do? There is no easiest work to do. So you want to understand that, am I called to do this? Or do I just know how to do this? These are two different things. So I said this one about quote. There's a difference between what you can do and what you are called to do. So you have to be sure so that you don't major in minor. You have to be rest assured that I am called to do this. And what is the purpose behind it? Because there are so many speakers. A pastor is a speaker.
Oh, yes.
Musicians are speakers. Motivational speakers are speakers. So what areas of life is that purpose called upon? So if you can ascertain that this is your purpose, and you have the passion and you have the discipline, and let me dive into this a little bit. People say, how do I know which one is my passion to pursue? And I think we have talked about this on the one-to-one conversation, is which of your passion do you have strong discipline over? So I want to give you instance, right? I love to play soccer. Yeah. I love to play soccer a lot. I play 3 times every week, right? Yeah. As so much as I am passionate about soccer, I do not have the discipline to work out like Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi 24 hours a day.
Right.
But I'm passionate about soccer, but I don't have the discipline to work it out. But whenever I hear a message on purpose, I can listen to it all day.
Right.
You see, I have the natural abilities to discipline myself in that area. So it's not enough to be passionate about something. The question is, do you have enough discipline to function in that area. And one of the quotes I made last week, I said something like, you can't keep covering your lack of commitment with talent.
Right.
It's a matter of time it will start showing. We have great ones who have lost it because of lack of commitment.
True.
But I remember players like Ronaldinho. These are great people. This guy don't need to train. He can just come in from club and go straight to the pitch and still do well.
Right.
But as that thing was going on, he was dying inside without knowing. So he was using his talent to cover up in the areas of his commitment.
Right.
So what I want to do is you have to make sure that you have the discipline to work in that area. So first of all, like I said, public speaking chooses you. When it chooses you, when the universe chose you, the universe also invariably has given you the abilities and the capabilities to function in those areas.
Right.
So if you understand that, then making public speaking a career won't be a problem. Right. Because it's about the passion, it's about the goal and the attitude and the characters you put into it. Literally anything can be a career.
That's true.
Cutting grass can be a career.
That's
they call
true.
it landscaping, right?
That's
There's always a name to define stuff. So Les Brown is a big example. These are individuals who want millions of dollars speaking. All right. So if you believe you're called to be a public speaker, is a profession I would encourage you to pursue.
Right. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. And right now, a lot of the pandemic affected so many things.
Right.
A lot of people lost their jobs, lost their loved ones. A lot of businesses folded up, and I see, I've seen recently that you have decided to focus on children, right? Because we know, they say if your plan is for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. But if your plan is for 100 years, educate children. Mm-hmm. I see you are right now capturing those children, teaching them while they are young. Can you please tell us if that idea was gotten during the pandemic, or was it before the pandemic that you had that idea to work with children, or was it during this pandemic when you said you lost your job?
I think it was way after the pandemic. The first idea was, of course, the regular Unscripted Voices and the programs we do. Right. And that led me to understand that sometimes when God gives you an idea, that the original idea most times is not the end in itself, is a means to an end.
I believe you on that.
And so it's very, I told you before that ideas comes in rhythm. It's a flow in rhythm. You gotta have to follow the rhythm and the pattern when the idea comes. And ideas are in sequence. When they come, implement. When they come, implement. Don't overthink. I never had the idea of the Unscripted Voices Academy until I started manifesting the idea of the Unscripted Voices.
Right.
So for some of you watching right now, you have business ideas. Don't try to overthink about it before you start.
Don't wait for the perfect time, right?
Right. Because what you have in mind right now might not be what God has in mind. Right. But to get to the place what God has in mind, you need that point A, point B. You don't get to point B without doing point A. And sometimes point A is totally different from point B. But that first step is what you needed to get to the second step. So the whole idea of the academy was never in existence until I started the usual Unscripted Voices for adults. And then we started developing. I saw a friend, child, Sasha. Her daughter is such a pretty wonderful girl. And I saw her giving some presentation and speaking. I'm like, okay, this is a wonderful kid. So why don't we just have something for children and, see how we can. And I started elaborating and I started thinking. And the more I take steps, practical step, not just, idea step, the more I take practical step, the more the whole idea expands. And I begin to have a better perspective and better ideas of how to implement those ideas in my head. So the academy did not start just until about 3 months ago. It
Wow.
was never there.
Wow.
So it taught me a whole lot that when idea comes to your mind right now, do it now.
Right.
Do
I
it
love
now
that.
because you don't know what God is planning with the whole idea.
That's true. That's true. Thank you so much for that. I really do love what you just said, the analogy. Now, there's so many people out there who have ideas, like you rightly said, but they're waiting for the perfect time. And you just said they should start because when they start with what they have, wherever they are, the idea would keep expanding. Is that right?
Right.
You shouldn't wait for the perfect time, right?
Right.
Great. So if you're listening to us right now, please, whatever business idea you have, just get started. And I hear somebody from the audience now saying, what if there is no money? What do you do in that case, Mr. Ify?
What is that? Is no money. There will always be no money.
There
There
will
will
always
always
be
be
no
no money.
money.
This is what I think. This is what I tell people. When there is a will, there will always be a way, brother.
Yeah.
If from experience, when you have that will, when you start asking questions, when you start making inquiries, when you start posting on social media, when you start being passionate about it, listen, it works like magnet. The
Right.
universe will locate you. And that's why we keep telling people, be consistent in that idea.
Right.
Even if you have not started a huge investment, be consistent. This is what consistency does. It's not just being consistent for a long time and boom, it happens. No, consistency helps you to identify your real audience. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to invest in you. But you have to stay put at a particular thing long enough for people to notice you. So I believe when you have that will, when you have that courage, when you have that impetus to believe in what you're doing, the problem most times that we want other people to believe in what we are doing so that we can move forward. Nobody will have to believe more than you. You know, someone said that you cannot carry your destiny with a single hand and you expect me to carry it on my head. It has to be you. So I believe with willpower, I believe with tenacity, with character and attitude, with full passion into that dream. Listen, it's a matter of time. Someone will locate you. I
Right.
know.
I
I
love
know.
it.
And I keep telling people this that I know you have lost a lot of stuff. You lost money, you lost houses and family members. But the real thing is this: what you need for your next level, what you need for your breakthrough, are not in the things you have lost. They are in the things you have left with you right now. So no
Right.
matter what it is, I don't have what you have left. It could be your parents, it could be brothers, it could be one car. Whatever thing you have left, that is where God is gonna bless you from. All
Right.
right. And if you're looking at me right now, you say, if you have nothing left, you say, if you have lost everything, then that makes you the most dangerous person in this world because you now have nothing to lose. So you can go after your dream, after your aspirations, after your heart desire with so much character because there is nothing more to lose. So everything happening around you is happening through you and for you. So
Right.
if you're there saying that, oh, I don't have money, listen, it's about the passion. Be consistent in that passion.
Right.
Someone will locate you. It might take decades and nothing has happened. But listen, let me tell you from experience, a decade can happen in 1 year if
Oh,
you are
yes.
consistent.
Yes, it can be overturned. Right. You're right. I completely agree with you on that, my brother. I completely understand. I agree with you. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, please, once again, right now, we're not asking you who's watching via YouTube or Facebook or you who's listening via podcast. We are not asking you for money. What we are begging you or pleading with you to do now is to share this broadcast, like and share this broadcast,
Mhm.
because there is somebody on your contact list who has been waiting for a lifetime to just hear this message. There is somebody out there who right now is thinking of how to take his or her life because he or she feels he or she has lost everything
Right.
because they have tried. You need to share this message so that that person, that one person, can hear what my brother Ify has said and rise up again and understand that at this point they are unstoppable. So thank you so much, Ify. I really do appreciate you. How can people reach out to you?
Of course, you can reach me through all the social medias, Ify Mccoy. And Unscripted Voice Academy is for the Academy for the Cage. So you can always reach us through the Unscripted Voices Academy Other than that, our social media platform is Ify Mccoy.
Okay, great. So you just heard him. For those of you listening via podcast, you can look him up on Facebook, Instagram, using his name. His name is Ify, Ify. That's the first name. McCoy, Mccoy. Mccoy. I want you all to look him up right now. Follow him on Instagram. Add him on Facebook. I don't know. Probably if have you exceeded your 5K friends on the
No,
Facebook?
we can follow the page. The page is there. The
Okay,
Facebook
yes.
page
So
is also
yeah,
there.
so follow him right
Mhm.
now, like right now. This is a brother that can help you discover your purpose. This is a man who built something meaningful even during the pandemic. So he can also show you the strategies that helped him move from where he was to where he is right now. So I want you all to please go look him up right now and follow him. Ify, my brother, thank you so much. Look, you are a great podcast host. For anybody listening, if you have a podcast, this is a guy you should bring on your platform. He's a great guest. All right, he's a great
Man,
guest.
thank you, John. I appreciate your time, man. It's such, and I want to commend you for the good job you're doing. And the Morale Booster Show is a really a great booster. And I know we have this cliche when people say, "Oh, all these motivational speakers." And if you are out there, you listening, and you know that you are called to do this, you know that there is something in you telling you that you should be inspiring people. Don't listen to what people are saying. I can ascertain that what you are doing is saving lives. There are a lot of people who want to give up on something, but when they tune into your program and watch a second, they change their mind. So don't
Right,
allow people's opinion to derail you from that idea, from that passion, from that vision God has given to you. God gave you a vision to solve a problem and not to get approval from people. So I want to encourage you right now, if you're watching and you feel that you are called to do whatever thing you're called to do, whatever areas of life it is, you got what it takes. If God gives you the ability, it is your duty to develop capabilities to bring those things into existence. You
right.
got what it takes and you got greatness in you. Brother, I want to appreciate you for having me on your show today. I'll be back again very soon. I promise.
Thank you so much. Look, we would so love to have you again on our program. And I know for sure we will do so many things. We would have so many collaborations in the future. So, my brother, keep doing what you're doing. And, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of today's episode. I want you all to know that you were created on purpose, with a purpose, and for a purpose that is far greater than your comprehension. Don't hold back. Take charge of your life and keep doing what you need to do. Take care, everybody. We love you. And as I've seen some beautiful comments here, if you let me just, you might know some of these people. Someone says, "Oh, G. Lillian said, love your background."
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and let's see who else. Um, Euphemia Chica, she said, "Hi, Ify." Yes,
Beautiful people.
yeah, these are beautiful people. Sherry said, "Yes, you got that right."
Hey, Sherry.
How you doing, Sherry? Great, great, great. We have another Facebook user. Probably this person is watching from a closed group.
Right.
And for those of you who are watching from the private group, you will not find the share icon or the share button because you're watching from a group. So what you
Right.
should do is click on invite all your contacts so that they can watch and listen to this broadcast. And for those who are watching the replay, please remember to type hashtag replay so that we would know how to attend to your questions.
Right.
Thank you, everybody, and we wish you a happy weekend. Take
And
care.
even though it's not my show, it's your boy Ify Mccoy anyways.
Oh yeah, your boy. All right, Ify. Man, you got a great barber. Your haircut is awesome.
Man, I have to have this haircut so that I can come on your show. I want to look fly on your show, you know.
Oh my,
You
oh
don't know
my,
where the blessing is coming from, brother.
oh
You
my
gotta be
brother.
stay ready all the time, bro.
Oh man, the barber is awesome. Did a great job. Nice job. All right, my brother. Take care. God
All right,
bless
bro. Have
you.
a
Yeah.
nice day.